Hello, Flosstube. Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches here today with my update number 376. Today is Saturday, March 8th. Yeah, and it's been very cold here. March, I don't know if I said it last week, but it came in like a lion. It's windy as all heck last week, and it's been raining. Yesterday it was rained all day, basically. Not very heavily, but all basically off and on all day, and it was cold, cold, cold. Well, you know, in the 40s, it's, you know, cold enough. It's 40s and 50s, I guess, low 50s. Just, you know, just windy, cold, and rainy, and all that. And actually, I had friends that posted pictures in New Mexico, and the like wind blowing across the road and stuff like that. And I think they closed a highway because of the dust storms blowing through or something. So it was, you know, yeah. In like a lion, out like a lamb, hopefully out like a lamb. So anyway, March has been cold and windy and yucky this past week. But it's Nashville this weekend, and I don't know if anybody else ordered stuff from Nashville, but I ordered a little bit. My sister and I went to the attic last weekend and ordered a few things. I think I talked about last time that I had picked up a pattern while I was out there. And so I ordered a few things, and then Tuesday I ordered some stuff from Keepsakes. I remember Stephanie had mentioned on her mom's Just Keep Stitching Flosstube that at Keepsakes they're going to be taking orders until the close of business Tuesday. And so on Tuesday I was like, oh, Keepsakes still taking orders, and you know, and yeah, so last week at the attic, I ordered a float, which is a Twin Peak Primitives pattern with the whale, and the whale is kind of like a ship, and then there's masts and stuff on top of the whale. So I had ordered that, and pigeon puddle, which is a pigeon, or maybe it's pigeon in a puddle, something like pigeon and puddle, something like that. But it's a pigeon wearing little rain boots playing in a puddle, and that's by the Blue Flower. And I had written Carrot House on here, but it's actually called Bunny House, I think is the name of the pattern. But it's a big giant carrot with a bunny. And I can't remember the name of the designer. And then, I don't know, I think that's I think I ordered the Night Garden thread pack. So, you know, and then from Nashville, there was one by Stitchy Pros called Night Owl that I ordered, and Ink Circles Forget-Me-Nots, which is an elephant and flowers. And I think that was also from the Threadworks designs. And then from Tiny Modernist, My Cat Helper. Yeah. And so, yeah. It's probably going to be a lot of money by the end, but, you know, whatever. One of those things. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, I had ordered some stuff. So I'm, the stuff from the attic, should be here sometime, I don't know, next week, in the coming weeks, of course, because they're, you know. So it'll be probably a couple weeks by the time I get stuff mailed from Keepsakes, and by the time the attic, you know, is able to sort of get all their orders sorted out and all that. But yeah. So anyway, so this week I don't have a whole lot to share. I just was working on basically, because I am at heart something of a monogamous stitcher. I don't like, stitch part of the day on this thing, part of the day on that thing, although I probably could. I tend to be very focused on the one thing, usually. So this past week, starting on the 1st, which was last Saturday, one of my WIPGO calls was the Woodpecker, part of the A Year in the Woods series by Cottage Garden Sampling. I can never say that right. But so this is number 9 of the series. And so, they're sort of semi-seasonal, I guess. So this is 9, that's at the beginning of the fall. So you see all the fall colors of the leaves and stuff like that. Anyway, so when I started, I just had basically the head, part of this black of the neck, kind of the woodpecker. And only one of the colors of red, there's 2 colors there. I had just the lighter color of red. I had done most of the face, or part of the face, not the gray color, but the black, and I think I had done the eye, the eye and part of the beak, the yellow or lighter color of the beak. And so I've done about, like a little bit of the black here, and and on the outside, but I had not done very much at all of the pattern. I still haven't done a whole lot, except that I did do kind of a lot of the woodpecker. Oops, sorry, my needle minder banged on the table there. So I finished the other color of red on the woodpecker's head, and the other color of sort of gold of the beak, the darker color. Did all around I don't remember if I had done all around the eye before, but so I did the woodpecker up to about the woodpecker's shoulder here, all the black and gray and white, all up to there. There's white along the edge here, but I did do that sort of medium gray. It's pelican gray. It's a Weeks Dye Works, I think. Yeah. So these patterns generally have like 2 fancy floss colors and the rest DMC. So the gray, this gray here, and the black is coal, and the gray is pelican gray. These are both Weeks Dye Works colors. So the gray is finished. This pelican gray is finished. There's another shade of gray that goes in the tail here and down here in the wing. I guess this is the wing and this is the tail. So there's a little bit of it here in the tail and a little bit of it in the wing here, and I haven't gotten to that yet. And the white I just started here. I think it's B6. I mean, it's 3865 or DMC color. But I did do the little cabin. I like to get those done. And all these designs. But I did, like I said, a lot of that, of the woodpecker, out of that darker, that gray color. So, yeah, and as always, part of me wants to I want to work some more on it. I want to work some more. But I did do my 7 days. So there's the woodpecker. So it's coming along. We'll see what the future holds on that. But that's the woodpecker. So that was my number 9 WIPGO call. So I've met that goal, and whether or not I get back to it just remains to be seen, because my other calls are all basically new starts. This one that I worked on just starting today is part of the Up on the Rooftop stockings that Lindy Stitches designed for the Jingle Ball this past December. So this is the one I did in December of the cardinals, and this is the one I just started, the deer. And now the way she designed these, she designed them for 32 count fabric, and she did provide a template in this. My PDF is kind of a little worse for the wear, but she did design a template for the stockings if you stitched them on 32 count fabric. And I stitched mine on 28 count, I believe. 28 count linen, I think. So, so I'm gonna have to make, do the template on my own a little bit bigger. And also the template kind of cuts off the back legs of this deer. And I kind of don't want to do that. So I might see, I don't know, I might have to fudge the template a little bit to make it fit. But I just got started a little bit on the bottom deer, the first deer. So the little hooves go on here. On his legs are done. And then this is, it doesn't look like much, but this is the body of the deer. So I just started on the face a little bit, and then there's antlers and the more body of the deer there. So this one here, this is the deer. So I've just got started on it a little bit today. Let's see. Now I have 7 days to work on this, and if I am diligent, I should be able to finish it probably within those 7 days. We'll see. Because I think the first one that I did it was one of the classes that I bought, and I think I stitched the one that I did, the cardinals, this one here. I think I stitched it pretty quickly. So I'm hoping that the reindeer thing goes pretty quickly. We'll see. But my other two calls on our new starts, the Festive Fruit Bat by the Blue Flower and one of the Jingle Bell Baubles, Peppermint Parrot, which is also by the Blue Flower. I talked about those last week, the fabric and that I'm going to be using. And they're both all DMC threads. So we'll see if the reindeer, the stocking takes me all week or whatever. We'll see. But yeah, so that is all I've really been working on this past week. Excuse me just a second. I'm just, like I said, I just got started on the deer, and I hope to do more of that. And that one is all DMC also. So, and I think actually, yeah, the two remaining are all DMC stuff. But hopefully those will, probably not this coming week unless I really go gangbusters on that deer and get it done, quickly. I won't be starting on the other two yet. But, yeah, gosh, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Like I said, I will be getting in those new orders from Nashville. I'm hoping that all those out in Nashville right now are doing well. It's going on this weekend, so hopefully they'll, they're getting everything they need and not having any problems with this, weird weather that's going on. I don't know how the weather is in the Nashville area. I don't know, we'll see. But I think that is basically all I have to talk about. Apart from the fact that at some point, I don't know if it happened just yesterday or when it happened, but I have a little, I don't know, it's like a little paper cut or something that I just discovered this morning. There it is. Ouch. But it's right on, a finger that I use, when I'm stitching. And so I was like, that kind of hurts. And, yeah, I just noticed that my finger was hurting when I was trying to do, whatever. And I'm like, why does my finger hurt? Yeah, because there's a little paper cut in there. But the funniest thing too was that just the other night I was shaking out my what I call my cat blanket, because I was looking for the remote, the TV remote, and it was and I thought it was tangled up somewhere in my blankets. And when I went to shake out what I call the cat blanket, it's the fuzzy blanket that I have for my cat Snug, who likes to get under the covers. I have it set aside because otherwise he will paw the top sheet of my bed. He'll get under the sheet, or he'll get under my blanket, the nice little quilt that my younger sister made for me a few years ago. But I try to keep this little, this fuzzy, one of those fuzzy velour blankets you can get at Walmart or whatever. I have that on my bed so he can get under there. But he'll paw his way under a blanket, that way. But anyway, I was shaking out one of these blankets because I thought, well, the remote's got to be here somewhere. And there was a needle on my bed. And I'm like, where did that come from? Because all my things that I'm stitching all have needles, and I remember losing a needle, and But fortunately, I found it that way rather than finding it, with my foot or something. But I do have, I use a old pill bottle thing for my orts. Lying there in bed, I don't want to constantly be throwing the threads away or having them pile up somewhere. So anyway, I have these little, just an empty pill bottle, and I just stick them in there. And the other day, I, had a few days ago, I don't even know when it was, I had basically started using another one of these pill bottle things, and I got up to do something, and I heard something hit the floor, and I looked around and I didn't see what it was that I had knocked down. I thought maybe I had knocked the remote down or something, and but everything, my phone, the remote, the whatever, all this little bits and pieces were there on the bed. So I thought, I don't know what I knocked down. And so I kind of later, did whatever I was doing, and then I was looking around. What did I knock down? What did I hear? And apparently it was that little pill bottle ort jar thing, and so I didn't see it. So I thought, well, it must have rolled under the edge of the bed, and so I kind of felt down there and didn't find it. And I took my little broom and I kind of swept under there, and I didn't find it. So I don't know if it might be on the other side of the underneath the bed area that I somehow either, it rolled all the way under there or whatever, but I can't find it. And the other night I dreamed that I just got down and looked under there, and there it was. And, I got it out in my dream, but in real life, it's why would it, how would it have rolled all the way under there, and why would it not be reachable? And so, I'm reluctant to get down on the floor and look, because it's very hard for me to get up. because of my knees and my back and my, whatever. But part of me's like, it's gotta be under there somewhere. Part of me like doesn't like to lose things. I remember one time, a long time ago, I had the gas cap on my car. I had put it up on top and filled up my car, and somehow I had driven off without replacing the gas cap. I had left it on the top of my car, and I remember looking all that from the gas station all along the streets, looking for that gas cap, and I think I finally did find it, if I remember correctly. But it's like, I'm the kind of person, like, if I lose something, I will look and look and look and look until I find it. So that's kind of how I am about that org jar. Sooner or later, I'm going to get down on my hands and knees on the floor, and, it's a painful and difficult experience for me, but I'm going to go and find that little org jar thing, because it's got to be under there, because it can't be, it's only going to be someplace in my room. It's got to be in my room somewhere. And I keep thinking, well, then maybe I heard it wrong and it fell under here or it fell over there, and I'm looking everywhere, and I'm like, I can't find it. So it's got to be under the bed somewhere. But yes, I'm going to get it. Anyway, so that's my way of stretching to make this video a little bit longer. Yeah, so that's all there is. That's all I've got. Hopefully, I'll get that Jingle Bell ornament done this week. We'll see how it looks. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's it. So hopefully I'll have by next week. I don't know if I'll have my Nashville stuff by then yet or not. I know I won't have the stuff from Keepsakes yet, because they have to organize all that stuff and mail it out and all that. So it'll probably be a couple of weeks before I get that, before that gets mailed out, just to give them some time to, reorganize themselves. And at the attic, it'll probably take them a few days also, before they're got stuff ready. I don't know when they're, most shops will do a Nashville day or whatever, for people to come in and buy whatever they bought, whatever they got at Nashville, and as well as stuff that you pre-ordered or whatever. But so I don't know when they're thinking that'll be. So I probably won't have it next week. It'll probably be at least the week after that before my Nashville stuff comes in. But it's not like I don't have stuff to do until then. So anyway, I will see you next week, and we'll see how things are going then. All right, bye.